Hello everybody, I am Chase and I'm back with a new video. Today I wanted to try something a little bit different. I've set up a maze and you guys can do this at home too. I've just been using books and blue masking tape. At the end of this maze I'm going to have my robot shove something off the end of the counter and I think it'll be a lot of fun. We can try all the stuff we've learned so far and let's get into it. So now we're in the programming software and I have taught you everything you need to know to be able to do this maze. If you build one at home, it'll be a little bit different, but you should try and do it yourself first from what you've learned so far. That way, you know that you can build a program and test it and do it yourself. Today we're going to be using Dead Reckoning, since we haven't built a jig yet. So a jig is something you use to position your robot. You can build it out of Legos. But Dead Reckoning is a little bit different. Dead Reckoning is when you just point your robot in the direction and it goes in that direction with pretty much no, with basically just lined up with your eyes. And while sometimes that's the best way to go because it can save time and other things, you'll usually want to try and be more accurate. So using a jig and sensors will help quite a bit. So after you've tried doing the maze on your own, this is how I did it. So what I did is I turned the motors on, had them wait for the touch sensor, and then once the touch sensor gets bumped, it would stop the motors over here and then turn at the books. So let's go see how that works. So using Dead Reckoning, I'm going to line up this robot. So if we look back here, you try to point it straight at those books over there. And once it's all straight and lined up, we'll start the program, see what it does. Ah, okay. So since we got around that first turn of the program, and we've made it partway through the maze, all we have to do now is duplicate that part of the program, right? Because it's just another 90-degree turn. And since we're only turning the motors on, all it has to do is go forward again until it touches the touch sensor, and then turns, and then all we have to do is go forward a little bit more. So let's go try that and make sure it works. Alright, so this time I've lined up the robot. We need to select the program, and then start it and make sure it goes around that second turn there. Oh, well, it looks like it worked. So now that we know that worked, here is the last piece of the program. This last block right here. All it does is go straight because it needs to knock the block off the end of the counter. Alright, let's hope this run does it. Alright, so we've finished a maze. Mazes are pretty fun and sometimes they're pretty easy, but they will help with learning the program quite a bit. So anyway, that's been our episode for today. Hope you had a good time and we'll see you next week.